Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 18th, 2016. And for your Friday, we're going to have a cold front, a reinforcing cold front, secondary cold front, whatever you want to call it, is going to be dropping down from the north. Not a lot of moisture to work with this frontal boundary as it moves to the south. But it will allow, we are going to allow for a chance for a very isolated shower, and it's going to be probably not even a 30% chance. We can call it a 20% chance here. There's a lot of dry air in place today, and that's going to help contribute to some gusty winds. We're expecting winds to be upwards of 40 miles per hour in gusts, but sustained generally in the 10 to 15 mile per hour range today. Maybe a little bit higher than that, but we'll get quite breezy with those low-level winds mixing in, or the mid-level winds mixing down to the surface. So we'll have a chance for an isolated shower. You can see there's really not much coverage here. And the models are not impressed with anything as far as precipitation goes for today. So we're going to call it partly cloudy, just a very, very slight chance of that isolated shower, and that will favor our northern areas. And then we get into Saturday. Behind this frontal boundary, high pressure moves in behind the front, and we have high pressure off toward north. And this is going to set up a mostly sunny day here for your day on Saturday. But it's also going to be much cooler. Winds are going to be coming in from the northwest, and you're going to have some breezy conditions as well on Saturday. But we're going to be talking about temperatures that will run generally 5 or so degrees below normal for this time of year. So it will definitely be colder. It will feel colder, but it's not going to be oppressively cold. In the meantime, down south here is the system we've been talking about for a couple days now. Of course, if you're watching the video, you saw the header image on the website, and then again on the Facebook page. We are in storm mode for this storm down here, gathering steam down south, and we do think that's going to come in here and affect the area on Sunday, and it could be a pretty powerful, quick-hitting nor'easter that will affect the region Sunday night primarily. But it will be a late-season snowfall for many, we think. And we are favoring a European model and a European ensemble group solution that will allow for this storm to occur. So the storm does come up the coast, does get into at least a partial phase, we think, which will allow for some heavier precipitation to start moving in here already. Or actually, some snow will move in here already on Sunday morning, and then become heavier in the afternoon and evening, and into at least the first part of the overnight before tapering off. And this is the system that's the culprit coming up the coast, and you can see some very, very heavy rates coming in here Sunday late afternoon and evening. So we do think there's going to be opportunity for some pretty heavy snows wherever this heaviest axis sets up. Now, there is a question of where it does set up exactly. I think there is the opportunity for this system, instead of heading over the benchmark like this particular model has, might come a little bit further inside the benchmark, just inside the benchmark like this, which will allow some of these heavier snows to shift a little bit further west. So that would include more of northeastern PA, east central PA, might take Philadelphia out of the heavier snows, which would allow for some mixing in there as well, because if you're not under the heavier snow, you will have the opportunity to mix and even have some rain issues along the coast, and that includes Delaware as well. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. I do think, just given seasonal trends, this does have the opportunity to shift a little bit to the northwest, which would then shift this axis of heavier snows a bit northwest. That would include northern New Jersey, northeastern PA, back toward the central PA, Harrisburg area, over to Allentown, down to Lancaster, Chester, places like that. Northern Bucks, Montgomery, we'll get into the heavier as well, we think. But, we'll see how this transpires over the next couple model cycles. But we're pretty confident that this system is going to be affecting the area in a bigger way rather than not much at all, like the GFS was indicating for a few runs there. So this system gets wrapped up, pulls away very early Monday morning, and then we still remain chilly, although becoming partly cloudy here on Monday. We remain chilly. Temperatures still running below normal by a good bit, and that continues here on Tuesday. We're still below normal, and then it looks like a warm front is going to push through, give us an opportunity for some showers. But once that warm front clears, I will tell you it's going to warm up considerably once we get into Thursday, Friday of next week. Actually going to warm up a little bit here on Wednesday as well. Thursday, Friday especially, we're probably going to hit 70 degrees in many areas. So whatever snow does end up falling, is going to be going away pretty quickly, we think. So that will be a distant memory by the time we get to the end of next week, and people will be back into shorts again, which will be just incredible. But this is typical for this time of year. Once you get into March, you have these ups and downs. So this can be expected during seasonal transitions. But if you don't like snow, this is definitely not your weekend. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for March 18th, 2016. Have a great Friday.